You are now listening to Dear Dope Chick, a weekly podcast created to inspire and energize women to live life on their own terms. I'm your host, Felicia, and here is today's dose of dope. Dear Dope Chick, I really appreciate you being here with us today. It is our first podcast episode ever. I don't require much for this podcast. You can listen to it straight through, but this is an action-based podcast. And so what does that mean? That means that we are doing something. Something is going to be done in every episode that will get us closer to living the life that we most desire. So we're taking one small step, we're answering questions, we're really digging deep into our lives to realize that we do hold the power to make our life our own. So I do encourage you to have a dedicated space where you can complete these exercises, whether it be a journal, whether it be a notebook, whether it be your notes app, wherever, because it will definitely help you hone in on some of your wants, your needs, your desires, your aspirations, and so that you can look back on your growth journey and see exactly where you have come from. It is nothing more freeing than seeing how your mind is moving and breaking free of all of the chains and limitations that you've placed on yourself throughout life. So have that for yourself. Have that so you can participate. I would love for you to join us on this growth journey. For today's episode, I wanted to start off with something abstract that can be narrowed down to a personalized experience for you. Living life on your own terms sounds like a huge undertaking. It sounds unattainable. It sounds damn near impossible. But what I'm here to tell you right now is that you do hold the power to live life the way that you want to live it. You already are living your life the way that you want to live it. I'm going to say that again. You already are living your life the way you want to live it. You're going to look at me like I'm crazy, like I got three eyes. I don't. Maybe I do. But the reality is, every day you come face to face with choices that you can make for your life. And these choices are shaping and molding the reality that you see right now. Can you change your life? Absolutely. Do you hold that power? Absolutely. So what can you do to change your life? The first thing we need to do is to be clear about what it is we actually want. Focus on that, not on what we don't want. We don't want to focus on what we don't want, because what we focus on becomes our reality. So focus on what you want. And this exercise will help you really focus on what you want. What I would like for you to do right now is to get into a comfortable meditation position. This can be laying down, this can be sitting upright. You can put a cushion underneath your bottom so you can have something to sit on, but I want you to get comfortable right now. And I want you to close your eyes and to begin slowing your breath to a calming and relaxing cadence. The rhythm is slow and steady. Visualize yourself living a life that you dream of. I want whatever you love, whatever is in your heart, let it speak right now and come into a vision for you. Kick that imagination into high gear. Sit there and think about what your life would look like if you decided to do exactly what you wanted to do, the exact desires of your heart today. What do you see? What do you smell? What are you eating? Now picture yourself doing an activity. What is this activity that you're doing? And what is the feeling that it brings to you while you're doing it? Continue breathing slowly and steadily as you look around the scene that you've created, fully experiencing it with all of your senses. Be here right now. Take in the joy, take in the laughter, take in the peace. Release the worry. Release the need to figure out the how. And embrace the imagination right now. Let it do the work for you. Feel free to take a pause here so that you can fully be enveloped in your vision right now. And when you're ready, you can leave your vision knowing that you can come back at any time. Whatever you are thinking, I want you to write that down in grave detail. Give as much detail as possible. How you live your life, what you spend your money on, where you shop, who you spend your time with. Visualize everything down to what color drawers you got on. Are you even wearing drawers? Like, make it that vivid. Everything you just visualized, recount it and write it down. This is the first step to living life on your own terms. Being clear about who you are, what you would rather be doing than what you're doing right now. What you want is important. And it is important for you to write that down so that you can remember in times of distress, in times of hardships, why you are doing what you are doing. And the ultimate goal is to live life on your own terms. So when you have that, when you've written down your vision and you've made it plain, you can refer back and you can say, this is my why. This is why I'm doing this. This is what keeps you motivated. This is what keeps you going and taking that next step. This is what allows you to continue to take challenges head on. This. So don't skimp on this. Really write down every single thing that comes to your mind. There is no good, there is no bad. Do not judge it. Let it come, let it flow, let it just go. Okay? Let it out. This may be your first time ever completing an activity like this. This may be your 100th time. But either way, it's going to have an impact on the way that you behave if you allow it to be the forefront of why you do what you do. I will have a post dedicated to this podcast episode. It will be found on adailydoseofdope.com. Sign up, become a member. There I post daily doses of dope. Every single day I send out an email, I send out a text. So I would love to have you join the community and be a part of it and really inspire and energize you to make the moves that you want to make in order to live life on your own terms. Again, thank you so much for being here today, and most importantly, thank you for being you. I'll see you in the next episode. For more dope messages, be sure to visit adailydoseofdope.com and become a member. Also, subscribe to this podcast, cop your dope merch at deardopechick.com, and follow us on all of our social media platforms at Dear Dope Chick, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Thank you so much for listening, and as always, be you, be dope. Love, P.